Hello, I'm Martin White. I'm here at the BWCA conference at the Crystal IS stand with James Peterson, who is the product manager for Crystal IS. So James, can you tell me a little bit about the background behind Crystal IS and the Claren brand in general?
So Claren is a brand of disinfection, and we are a company that provides UVC LEDs and systems that really bring this to water coolers overall. And what a UVC LED changes in disinfection now is it gives you longer lifetime, yet in a smaller package and at better cost over time for operators of coolers now.
Okay, just going back into sort of the basics of UV sterilisation, how exactly does it work to someone who might not have any idea about that in the first place?
So Claren UVC LEDs provide an output of ultraviolet light, and that is at the peak of DNA absorption. So that causes an inactivation in microorganisms that makes the water more hygienic to be served overall. And traditional solutions like mercury lamps now use wavelengths such as 254 nanometers. That's still quite effective, yet the benefit we get with LEDs is being able to more precisely target an organism's DNA.
And has there been quite a lot of interest in UV sterilisation processes as a technique, and what sorts of things can it safeguard against?
Yes, so right now Crystal IS sees the need for disinfection and the actual demand that our customers are seeing rising across the world at the moment. We're seeing factors such as degrading infrastructure and increases in bacterial contamination are starting to build up consumer demand for UV now. So companies that distribute coolers are looking for solutions that can provide this feature at a more effective way than traditional solutions today.
And compared to sort of traditional solutions such as maybe ion exchange or anything like that, what is the core benefit of UV, really?
Yeah, so with UV lamp solutions or microbial filtration methods, frequently what you'll run into is scenarios where those solutions have very short lifetimes or can end up failing unpredictably. So the issue there is when a cooler is operated or dispenser is operated and a failure occurs, a technician needs to reach it and fix the issue. So that's incurring costs well beyond the actual cost of components or replacing them every year. So the difference we're providing with UVC LEDs relates to not only extending the lifetime of treatment, but also providing higher reliability and avoiding unplanned service.
So over the lifespan of a UV LED solution, how much water can it realistically filter?
So one of our solutions here, this is our Claren AKR UVC LED reactor. This device here can filter 36,000 liters of water over multiple years of lifetime. So in many dispensers and coolers, this capacity is completely sufficient for the full life of the product overall.
Okay, and in the US there have been several issues that have reached the news, sort of like the Flint water crisis and things like that. Can UV solutions help deal with those sort of contaminants on a wider scale if adopted wide scale in larger solutions as well as in commercial solutions like coolers?
Certainly, and we're seeing those kind of events occur in higher frequency overall. In the United States, actually, over the past 10 years, we've seen microbial outbreaks continually increasing from where they reached a very good level before. Using point-of-use disinfection can help provide a higher level of assurance of hygiene during those events, especially as infrastructure is continuing to age across both the US and Europe.
And these became commercially available in January, is that right? And so realistically, how long did it take to make this into a package which could be suitable for commercial domestic coolers?
So Crystal IS has been working for 21 years actually developing our proprietary semiconductor technology for UVC LEDs. And as we've refined that, we've figured out that the solution of a reactor is really the best way for someone to adopt. And we've been working on the reactor design and the proprietary methods we use for that for about 6 or 7 years now.
Okay, and in terms of innovation in the filtration industry, what sort of exciting trends do you really sort of see? What sort of things excite you within this industry?
With where purification is beginning to be marketed today, it's becoming much more of a consumer decision. It's no longer a question of what a municipality provides for treatment or anything. It's becoming a decision of a personal health and wellness. So we're seeing purification and disinfection become more of a purchase that's similar to how someone decides what kind of health products they would buy for themselves.
Okay, and what sort of things are next and on the horizon for the Clarion brand and Crystal IS?
So as Clarion continues to develop, our semiconductor technology, of course, continues to improve using our capacity both in the US, Europe, and Asia. But as we work with the water community right now, we're continuing to increase flow rates that we can work with to help reach new markets, and we're continuing to increase capacity to reach markets specifically like hospitality, restaurants, and cafes, and beverage service overall.
James, thanks very much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.